kind of basic, but I need friendship. Most of my relationships that have, in fact, all my relationships that have lasted and that are good, over a year relationships, have started out kind of by accident. They've started out as like good friendships that turn into something. And I guess maybe seeing that in my parents, that they're so close and such good friends and they grew up together, it's a good base to have. So friendship, I need that. The same kind of qualities I would pick in my friends I want to hang out with, I would pick in the man I wanted to hang out with. Again, it sounds really simple, but kindness, I just think that a kind heart, means everything. And so I'd like kindness. The way somebody treats others, I look at that, because if they're going to treat somebody bad in some aspect of their life, it's going to come out into other aspects. So kindness and friendship, and of course, honesty and trust. I just think that honesty says a lot about a person. And a sense of humor, because I think that goes a long way, and I like to keep things light and fun, and somebody too serious isn't going to be that fun. It doesn't really work. But already, I'm 25, and I still think of marriage as being like something I'm going to do when I grow up. Maybe it also has to do with that I just haven't met the right person. Pretty easy. My like favorite date is like a nice dinner and a movie, so I'm pretty easy. I think that, like I said before, the most charming thing is somebody who's interested in you. So to see a guy make the effort, about doing something that he knows I would really want to do would just charm the socks off me. So great date is just, a great date can happen totally by accident. You could end up like spending the day together and decide for it to go into night, and it could just be, doing your errands together, and it could be fun. I like picnics. I think those are romantic. I like going and listening to music and having a couple beers. I love the movies. I, like just quiet dinner. Just to take it slow. If there's somebody that I just met that's interested in me, to come on too strong, like, usually makes me back right off, and it's kind of a turn off for me. If you, but the thing is, when somebody calls me, I usually wait for them to call me again. That's weird. I guess it's kind of rude also. But then I know that they're really interested. I'm a pretty safe person when it comes to getting involved with somebody. And like I said again, that I like to be friends with the person before. So if it's somebody I just met that's interested in me, I like to just, like when I go on dates with people, I usually just assume that it's friends. We're friends, we're friends, we're friends, until it's so obvious that he likes me or we like each other. Date, maybe, if he's the one asking me out. Usually I always like want to contribute, because again, I assume that it's just friendship, and I like to do that for a long time. I mean, I had a boyfriend that I went out with for 4 years, and it took me 6 months to even admit he was my boyfriend. So I'm pretty safe about that stuff. So just the big don't come on too strong. A real turn-off is somebody who needs to impress me with all his credits, that's so interested, so involved in himself, or so interested in impressing me. That usually just backfires and is a huge turn-off to me. I like somebody who's humble, in the beginning especially, but who's interested in me, and I'm very interested in him, so I'll probably will pull out the good things. He doesn't have to tell me on his own, unsolicited. I usually like it, I guess this is just how it goes, but if the cooler somebody is kind of about me, the more I like them.
The more challenge.
It's just kind of a fine line. Like, I want them to be interested enough in me to get me involved, but not too interested so that it's the turnoff. It's funny. Every time it's different.
I was reading a booklet on how to be successful with women, and it said the $1,000 word is challenge.
Yeah,
I guess, challenge.
I wouldn't really think that, but then if I go back and I wouldn't think I was like that, but if I go back and like look at my relationships and the ones, or the people that have tried to pursue me, the ones that have worked were always more of a challenge. So it's interesting. But I only like it to be a challenge in the beginning. I think once you're together, I don't like challenges. I like it to be nice and safe, and I like to know where I'm at, and I hate to be uneasy, especially when I've like committed to like being in it. Like I said, kindness is really important to me, so I think it's obnoxious when somebody's rude or talks behind people's back or is rude to people in public, you know, when you go out. That's just the biggest turn off. You know, and be yourself, because sometimes, you know, exaggerating things or trying to impress too much just goes the other way for you. So, to just be sincere.